You once told me. This jade pendant was the token Prince Jing found on you when you were rescued. When you got married. It was to be a token of love for your husband. But this jade pendant was found in Prince Jing's sleeping quarters. What do you have to say now?
Betrayed by a lie, my world collapses as she savors the wreckage. She thinks I'm broken, but I've survived bloodier battles. The woman standing before me wasn't the brilliant strategist who helped me win the crown. She was a suspect, accused of a crime so heinous it turned my blood to ice. My child was gone, and every finger in the palace pointed directly at her. Her eyes were full of defiance, not guilt. But in this court, tears weigh more than truth, especially when they come from the Empress.
His trust was thin, torn easily by a jealous woman's whispers. He demanded a confession, unaware he was setting my soul on fire.
Prince Jing was plotting treason. I had to act decisively.
你的，把我的还我。
Shen Shu's desperate pleas for him only fueled my growing suspicion. Why was she so eager to save him? Was I truly just a stepping stone for her true master all along?
I had to save Prince Jing, even facing his pure disgust. He turned my devotion into filth, stripping away my dignity.
Betrayal came via cold jade, found in another man's room.
驾照我已经找到了，是我放在别的地方忘记了。
哎，那就好。我说我怎么一顿都没找着。
姐娘，你知道顾时宴吗？
当然知道啊。
你认识他？
顾时宴嘛，那新城首富谁不认识？
The evidence painted a picture of betrayal I couldn't ignore.
I knew the evidence was forged. I knew it was a trap meticulously laid by Feng Qingcheng. But with Prince Jing's life on the line, I had no choice but to play their game. I traded my honor for his safety. I knelt on the cold stone, feeling the weight of his icy gaze. He offered me a choice that was no choice at all. I would take the blame, but I would not stay down forever.
Feng's accusations were poison I was forced to swallow.
你们一起，一会儿就去呀。哎，这不顾总还在这儿吗？哎，哥几个，咱们就。
I watched Shen Shu struggle as the guards grabbed her. Part of me wanted to stop them, but the anger was a wall I couldn't climb. If she loved him so much, she could suffer the consequences.
The sentence was finally passed. No longer a chancellor, no longer a general, just a shadow sent to a temple to rot for the rest of my days. Xuan Tianming thought he was ridding himself of a traitor.
目标路线。
怎么回事？
I walked away, head high. The temple would be my cocoon. She came to boast, revealing how she manipulated our lives. The intercepted letter, the forced agony, the stolen dynasty, she admitted it all with a smile. She thought I was powerless in this nun's habit, but her confession was the final key I needed to unlock my return. She thinks she won. She thinks the game is over. Wait for me. When I return, the palace will burn.
老板今天找这么多代驾干嘛呀？这是第几个？找来了也不用，难道代驾也要合眼缘
？I vowed the palace would burn with the truth, but I never imagined the fire would be fueled by the blood of an innocent child. Feng Qingcheng, the woman who took everything from me, finally reveals her most horrific secret. She traded her own flesh and blood just to frame me. This isn't just a court struggle anymore. It's a descent into madness. Truth is a luxury. She didn't just want me gone. She wanted me broken.
你先好好休息。
The blows fell, but the pain in my heart was far sharper than any slap. She thinks she can beat the defiance out of me, but she's only sharpening my resolve. I was dragged into a cold, dark room, only to find Prince Jing in a state of drug-induced agony. This was her master plan to catch us in a web of filth and leave us no way out. My master, the only person who ever truly protected me, was being used as a pawn to destroy my last shred of honor.
I found a betrayal deeper than any blade my brother made.
电风一枝太适合您了，你们两个真是郎才女貌啊！
Her silence felt like a confession. I wanted to believe her, but the evidence was screaming in my face. I felt like the world's biggest fool.
Xuan Tianming turned his back, leaving my master to die in that cold room. The man I once loved just became my brother's executioner. My world didn't just collapse, it shattered.
这里随便件衣服都要几千块，像你这样土萌的，一看就买得起。这导光你怎么说话的呀？
My master is gone, killed by the man I crowned.
Every time she defends that traitor, my blood boils. She spent 5 years by my side, yet she's willing to throw it all away for a man who plotted against me. If she wants to be a martyr, I'll treat her like the servant she is.
不是跟你说没钱打电话，别给我打电话。
empty eyes.
Reduced to a dog, I'll play the part until I can bite. I knelt and begged for a final goodbye, stripping away every ounce of my dignity. I have no home, no master, and no heart left to break. The weight of the silence was too much. Without my master, this palace is just a gilded cage. I was ready to join him in the shadows, to find the peace that life denied me.
怎么样？上次哥们儿说的这一番不错吧？
该说不说啊，妞儿是真棒啊！
必须的。
哎呀，是啊，你是真不够朋友啊。
He stopped me, not out of mercy, but out of a twisted sense of ownership. He won't even let me die without his permission.
I won't let her escape. I'll tie her to this throne. I wanted to break her spirit. The rumors are spreading like wildfire. The court is calling her a disgrace, and Feng Qingcheng is whispering for her head. I have to cast her out before she drags my crown into the mud.
说吧，什么事儿？
麻烦您帮我开下后备箱吧，我电瓶车还在后边。
Exile was mercy, yet I feel only regret.
She wanted to ruin my face and erase his love. I stared back at her with a smile that unsettled her. She can ruin my face, but she can't touch the hatred that's keeping me alive. The Empress Dowager arrived just in time to stop the blade. The tide shifted. I was now a weapon.
I came to the temple to confront her lies, but my mother stood in my way. She didn't see a traitor, she saw a daughter-in-law. Her proposal left me speechless, and the court in shock.
Consort, my perfect disguise for revenge.
您之前不是说要开发一个代驾 APP？ 这位是咱们集团旗下科技公司的。
I thought becoming a consort was the perfect disguise for my revenge, but the palace gates only led me back into a pit of vipers. I stood there, wondering who the real predator was, while Feng Qingcheng wasted no time poisoning the Empress Dowager's mind against me.
个人信息给你。还有啊，注册的车主只能用我的卡。又是奸人，顾总怎么对这个女人这么上心啊？家里那位梁小姐又是怎么回事？
Marrying a dead man is cruel, yet she stays here.
If he wants a fight, I'll shake his throne.
If she won't be my consort, she'll be a nun.
到底怎么回事啊？
Falling into Feng Qingcheng's hands is a nightmare, but it's one I'll wake up from with her blood on my hands. She thinks she's won, but she's just given me a front row seat to her downfall.
I gave Qingqing my exclusive love, but my mind kept drifting back to the woman I just banished. I allowed her to stay by my side, hoping her presence would drown out the silence Shen Shu left behind.
He locked me in this cage, keeping his enemy close.
我在工作呢。
手机拿来。
你干嘛呀？
Pregnant? One night changed everything. I am suspicious.
听说这个地方只要有钱，干什么都行，甚至于陪。
The child is his, yet he looks at me with such venomous suspicion. I saw the doubt in his eyes, a doubt fueled by the lies he's been fed. He wants to know whose child it is, but he's already decided on the answer.
听说这个地方只要有钱，干什么都行，甚至于陪。
She's using lies to paint me as a harlot.
"3 months? The math proves her betrayal.
He'd rather be a murderer than a fool.
My mother arrived just in time to stop me, her presence a shield I couldn't ignore. She claimed Shen Shu as her own, leaving me powerless to finish what I started. The tension in the room was suffocating.
She's spreading rumors to finish me, but she's vulnerable.
The world conspires. Officials want her head. She is mine to keep. No one will take her. I won't let her go. I won't let her go, but I won't let her win either. This secret between us is a poison, and now she's using the Empress Dowager to secure a path to Western Xia. She thinks she can escape my justice by becoming a political pawn, plotting her escape right under my nose. His words are like ice, freezing the very air in my lungs. I never asked for this alliance, yet he looks at me as if I've sold my soul to the enemy just to save my child. To him, I am nothing but a traitor playing a part. The court wants her gone, trading a woman for peace. I won't hand her over to another man.
He's ready to sacrifice me. I fear the silence. I try to keep my voice steady, but the walls are closing in. If the Emperor has truly decided to give me away, then everything we once shared was a lie. I'll wait, but I fear the silence is my answer. This alliance is a trap targeting my child. She gloats over my exile. I call her wicked, but she only smiles. She's won the battle for his ear, and now she's making sure I'm erased from his sight forever. She demands I kneel and accept my destruction. She forced me to my knees, the cold ground biting into my skin. But the humiliation in my heart burned far hotter. I couldn't believe he would be this cruel. Yet here I was, kneeling before my enemy.
I want her to know she's nothing. In his eyes, she's just a dog that outlived its usefulness. But exile isn't enough. I need to ensure that whatever she's carrying never sees the light of day. I won't leave any loose ends.
I'll protect my child at any cost. She just scoffs and orders them to proceed. The pressure they put on me is physical, a crushing weight meant to break my spirit and my body. She took credit for my sacrifices.
I yield to her lies, desperate to make amends. I pledge loyalty. My judgment clouded.
I'll tell the truth. She plays the victim, turning him against me. My rage ignites. How heartless is Shen? She threw herself on the blade. Blood. There's so much blood. I call for the physicians, my heart hammering against my ribs. I don't even look at Shen Shu. All I see is the woman I love fading before my eyes. He's blinded by her tears and hates me. The proof is right there. Her blood is on Shen Shu's hands. There are no more excuses, no more mercy. She's finished, and I'll make sure she pays for every drop of blood spilled today. I scream the truth. It's his child. She's still using the child as a shield. Even now, she tries to manipulate me with a claim that defies all logic. I won't be fooled again. My only focus is Qingcheng. And if she dies, no child will save Shen Shu from my wrath. I beg for my child's life while he screams for her. If she dies, everyone pays.
That flicker of doubt I felt? It's buried under the rage of a man who's about to lose everything. If Qingcheng dies, the world burns with her. Every physician in this palace is a useless parasite if they can't bring her back from the brink.
He looks at me with such absolute hatred, as if I'm the monster who pulled the trigger. He thinks his precious Qingcheng is the victim, but I'm the one whose heart he's carving out with every word. 5 years of devotion, and this is my reward. This dagger is my escape. He won't have my dignity. I'm tired of fighting. Let the darkness take me.
走吧。
Now she's cold in my arms. The empire feels hollow. The victory tastes like ash. I feel only weariness. I'll bury her as an empress to keep her bound. I tell everyone I don't care. I tell myself I'm fine. But every breath I take feels like I'm swallowing glass. Why does my heart ache for a woman I called a traitor? I should be happy she's gone. Shen Shu haunts this palace. Her ghost brings no peace. I want her gone. I see only the woman I buried.
The world thinks I'm dead, but the dead is due. Shen Shu is dead. Zhou is born for vengeance. The woman you knew as Shen Shu died in that cold palace. But from those ashes, Princess Zhu is born for one thing, vengeance. I've returned to this court not as a fallen official, but as the sharpest blade Western Xia has ever forged, ready to shatter the throne of the man who betrayed me. Mubai saved my life when the world turned its back on me. He thinks he's protecting a fragile princess, but he has no idea how much of my soul I left behind in that cold, dark cell. They see a pawn, but my child is not a weakness. I'll play the part until the trap is set. My scars fuel a fire that will consume Great Zhou. Every tear I shed in the cold palace will be paid back in blood. I will use this new identity to tear down everything they built on my misery, piece by agonizing piece.
A new princess, yet she feels like a ghost. I can feel his gaze burning into me, searching for the woman he thinks he buried 3 years ago. Let him look. Let him drown in the confusion of his own cold heart, while I smile through the mask. Am I just chasing the shadow of a traitor? He thinks he's bringing a new flower into his garden, unaware that he's just invited his own executioner into the very heart of his power. The game has truly begun.
The dowager suspects a secret behind my fan. I play the role of the sensible, talented girl, earning her favor while calculating how many allies I can turn against the woman who wears my crown. We are two predators. She wants to protect her lineage, and I want to burn the palace down. For now, our paths are one and the same. Feng thinks she won, but I dream of her ruin. The Empress Dowager has prepared the wedding night. It's supposed to be a celebration of union, but for me, it's the first step toward an ultimate betrayal. He threw me away like trash. His rejection stings. He treats me like a common intruder, having no idea that this stranger knows the rhythm of his heart better than he knows it himself.
She is unworthy of the woman I lost. He claims I'm not worthy while he mourns the very woman he discarded. The irony is as bitter as the poison I'm about to serve him in the name of love.
A little incense, and the Emperor is at my mercy. I whispered words of devotion into his ear, but my heart was as cold as the stone in the imperial tombs where he thought I was buried. This poison will destroy him. I will make him fall for a ghost, and when he finally realizes who I am, I will ensure he has nothing left to lose but his own life.
A dangerous attraction is clouding my judgment. The Emperor is hooked, and the court is watching my every move. But as I rise in power, will the ghost of my past stay buried? Or will Feng Qingcheng find the one secret that could destroy my new life? The real war has just begun, and the stakes are higher than ever.
The ghost of my past isn't just buried, it's back for blood. Feng Qingcheng thinks she can still trample on me, but this time, the seductress from Western Xia is here to tear her world apart. Let her balk while she still has a tongue. I smile and call myself a consort, but every word I spit back is a reminder that her funeral is the only ceremony I'm truly looking forward to.
I won't let Feng touch her while I seek truth.
I just need a witness to speak the truth. I use his guilt as a weapon against his empress. I watch her scramble for an excuse, knowing the Emperor is already starting to see the cracks in her facade.
She can follow her own rules under lock and key. I need to know who she is before she poisons me.
告诉你啊，女儿挣钱老子。
She's venom in my veins. I can't stop playing.
He took everything, now I'm taking it back. The Empress Dowager wants a pawn, and I want an ally. We both hate the same woman, but my hatred for the man on the throne runs deeper than she can imagine. I'll drink her medicine with a smile, because I would rather be barren than carry the seed of my enemy. I plant doubt between the Emperor and Empress.
Her intellect draws me in, even if it's a trap. Is she a ghost or a nightmare? The game begins. As the pieces move, the line between the hunter and the prey blurs. Every move she makes, every glance she gives, it's like a ghost is sitting across from me. Is she a ghost from my past or a nightmare from my future? The real game is just beginning, and the next move might be my last. I see the doubt burning in his eyes, but I can't let him see through the mask yet. Not until the fire I've started consumes everything he loves.
The banquet is a trap, but I've prepared the poison. Tonight the hunter becomes the hunted. Her petty insults are just background noise.
你个死丫头，老子让你给我转钱！哎，
She's desperate, lashing out because she can feel her grip on the Emperor slipping. The fragrance isn't for him, it's the scent of her own downfall. The stage is set for her betrayal.
看不看？瞅你们这帮蠢材！
Look at her face. The Duke of Qing's appearance is the first real crack in her perfect armor. She's realizing that even her allies are being turned against her. Time to show the real monster. She's scrambling, denying everything with a shaking voice, but the seeds of betrayal have already taken root in the Dowager's heart. There's no turning back now. The Dowager has seen enough of this farce. The woman who once looked down on me from her throne is now being forced to the ground. This is just the beginning of her penance. Seeing her on her knees, I feel no pity. Only the cold satisfaction that my master and my child are one step closer to being avenged. The Empress is finally tasting the dirt.
Truth will come out through blood and iron. Savior? Killer?